Hello everyone, in this video I will be showing you my originally private friend SMP called Ghost SMP. Quick side note, this SMP has already been out for a little while, so I hope you can look past that and still find this enjoyable. Up until recently the server was in chaos. There was stealing and fights breaking out. One of those fights led to the demise of the sacred pink sheep, Pinky, beloved by all. Moving on from that, recently we have started creating a government. There is already a democratic branch where everyone in the city gets a vote, but now there is also a presidential branch, and that is where this story begins, during the presidential election. The rules are,
Okay, come on. Imagine
everybody in
having
their seats, including us, we will go from my left to my right, saying our speeches for the government, and yeah, audience, please no speaking, at least until we open up to questions, and yeah, I think that's it. We'll start over here, and
all I have
basically,
is my book.
what are your plans for the new government? As president, what will you do?
Okay, so I actually have a very detailed outline of my goals as president. So first off, I want to invest most of my time into infrastructure that the public can use. So I am going to make food farms public use, and I will maintain them so that people can have free food. Then I will also XP farms that everyone in the community can also use. So that's my main goal, just making stuff that the community can use. But I also want to focus on a law enforcement department and a prison. So there's been a lot of crime on the server lately, and to curb that, I am going to establish a police department and a prison system, and I will employ people in that. And I think that's about it. For other forms that I'll make eventually, much more complex ones like gold forms and stuff like that, but I probably won't do that in my first term since it's only 2 weeks. But yeah, those are some of my goals. Nevma?
Alright, so firstly I would create an XP farm, probably a creeper farm, because not only would it supply the community with XP, but it would also supply us with gunpowder, and once we slay the dragon and get elytra, then it would supply a lot of firework rockets, which are kind of essential for travel. I would also light the plaza, basically create a project that right now there's kind of like a lot of mobs, and by plaza I mean this area and kind of spreading out even to like around the ring of mountains, and probably use glowstone because it's kind of cheap, and moss carpets, which is, you know, the new addition that's basically carpet but moss, because it blends with grass very well, and so it would light it, but also it wouldn't look as ugly as torches, and it would just kind of clean up the plaza, make it look prettier, and also get rid of a lot of mobs. I would also at least try to create some crime laws, although I don't think that would be a problem since clearly we have a lot of crime in this village. So yeah, I would create crime laws and a prison. Goblin?
Basically, my campaign is I will be fixing up spawn by making it like less that and stopping. Wait, I said Nevma skin.
I don't like that.
Why do I have weakness?
Weakness.
Uh,
Basically, I'm gonna be fixing up spawn, redoing the town hall because I've actually had plans for on what to do with the town hall and that, and I've been fixing up like spawn, making, like trying to like take down like bring down the crime rate, adding like a justice system, not really creating a monarchy, but like more creating like not form of government, but creating a form of like security in that your valuables will be safe, well, besides having them store them in your ender chest. Anyway, Rex. Oh, I didn't realize you were in survival.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Why would I not be in survival?
just because he's up doesn't mean he's in creative.
Yeah.
Alright, go
Okay.
on, Rex.
Well, like everyone else, making the server as safe as possible, I will also support a XP farm that will give out the most XP, and that's a cave spider XP farm. I will also make this spawn as beautiful as possible, and I will make a battle arena because there's a lot of fighting on the server, so we might have we should have a place for fighting to deal with arguments and stuff.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's about it. I'll also support every local business at least once a week if I can get on.
All right. So now we're gonna open up to questions. Not only the audience, but also from everyone else. Try not to talk over each other, because that's just chaos. So yeah, open up to questions.
Question.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Go.
Question for Rayquin.
Yeah.
So when you talk about your food, will that be like infinite food for everybody, or for only certain people?
Well, okay. Yeah, the food will be completely free, so I will make forums, that will make food. Of course, if the forums haven't grown, then there won't be food, but I'll try and make the forums as big as possible. In that regard, I will try and upkeep them to the best of my ability, so, keeping them planted, keeping them all good. Honestly, yeah, I'm trying to keep the community fed, and so we don't have to worry quite as much about food.
I have a question. I have a question for
okay.
Wacom. Wait,
Yeah.
do you have something to say, children? Boba?
I have a question for Rex.
Yeah.
So when you talked about your battle arena, does that mean you will lose your stuff, or is it
no.
or is it on a bet-based system? Like you bet for items?
Basically, you just fight, but whoever wins doesn't get anything unless the people who are fighting, puts those terms on. Just whoever loses still gets their items back.
Okay.
I have a question for X as well.
No, let me ask my question
okay,
for
go ahead,
Wacom
go ahead.
first.
Yes.
Wacom, putting back to your book that somehow disappeared, are you
After
still
sale.
gonna charge people for buying land at spawn?
Oh yes, I forgot to mention that. I wish to make a system so that spawn isn't complete anarchy and to keep it more organized. Have any of you guys seen Hermitcraft? It's kind of like
Yeah.
the system from last season.
No.
Where you have to buy plots of land, because right now, spawn's kind of chaotic because people can just build whatever. I want to make a way so that it's more streamlined and that can benefit the city at the same time. So it won't be too expensive, maybe like 16 iron for like a chunk, maybe. Something like that. I just need to make it less of an anarchy.
Mhm.
That's one of my goals. I also plan on improving the main area a little bit too. I didn't really talk about that topic, but like more the town square, not the plaza in general, just like the middle of it. I plan to make nicer too.
All right, Rex.
Yes.
So for your battle arena, are you saying that because you have a battle arena, you're not trying to limit the violence, but trying to just move it away and not cause any damage to the city or other people? So you're not trying to limit violence, you're just trying to move it.
No, it will limit violence because, let's say I want to fight Nevma, or Nevma wants to fight me. The person who's getting challenged to fight does not have to accept the fight. If the person who wants to fight that person kills that person, that would be a criminal offense.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So you plan on having guards. Where would we get the money paid in?
Okay, so that's the thing. I was thinking of possibly doing a small tax. Like, honestly, it's not that expensive. Maybe a few iron or whatever every once in a while.
Yeah, I was thinking of a tax too, but
just so that we could afford all these new things, such as lighting the plaza, the prison, the crime system, all this stuff that requires like time and effort. A small tax would allow that to be possible.
yeah, we could hire builders as well.
Okay, now, Nevma, I have a question for you. For your gunpowder creeper farm XP thing, there's just one simple problem with that.
Yes.
Oh god.
What is this? What?
Okay, now back to serious business.
Yes.
Nevma, technically, if the gunpowder is free from your farm, yes, elytra's fireworks, but there's also one criminal thing that the person could take the gunpowder and use against our server.
That's
TNT.
that is true, but
And with with my spider farm.
So basically, I mean, we'd probably craft it into rockets prior. We'd have someone who would craft it into rockets. So it would be a private farm, but the rockets would be public. So it would be harder to take the gunpowder and use it for evil and violence.
Somebody could easily break in, though.
I mean,
Yeah, but it's
yes, but
Minecraft.
it would be harder. Yeah, and if they're caught breaking in, then I mean, you know, prison.
Okay, now can
Yes,
Nev-
it could be
Nevma.
used for bad, but the good it could cause, like fireworks are actually really expensive if you don't have a gunpowder
And
farm.
we don't even have a light tray yet, so why
But that's
does
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. We're going to kill the Ender Dragon, and
Nevma.
they're
We
they're
are, yes.
super
Nevma.
useful for transportation.
It
So
is.
no.
Are you supporting child labor?
What?
We are all not over the age of 18.
I mean, I guess if you put it that
Hey-o.
way.
Can I make a quick law?
I mean, no, because
Nevma skins like this should not be allowed on the
okay, that I agree with. Yeah, yeah. That can we all vote on that right here?
Can we all attack this skin on 3?
3, 2,
2.
1. Undid that. Well, this concludes the first annual, I guess, presidential election of the server. So, let's go vote. Alright, it's been a few days since the presidential debates, and I think it's about time that we go cast our votes. Alright, before we go, let's see if any of the other members that are online right now want to meet up to go cast our votes. Alright, let's see if anybody wants to meet up. Also, let's grab the old horse. And head to the central plaza. Somebody's building a house. I wonder who that is. Recently we've added... Excuse me? Recently we've added a few new members, like Foxaloot and stuff like that. And so that's probably one of their houses. Oh, I don't think that anyone responded, but Rex is here, so... I mean, that's cool. Let's just... We don't actually have a lead right now, so that's gonna have to do. Alright, let's hop in a call. Hey, how you doing? Hi.
Good, how are you?
I'm pretty good. You ready to cast our
Oh,
votes?
that's good. Yeah, sure.
Also, this rain was kinda sudden. It just appeared out of nowhere. Like
Yeah.
Minecraft weather does. Alright, so
Yeah.
let's grab the sand from the barrel.
I already
This is
got one.
actually, I believe, from the tutorial I watched. I built this, but definitely not my design. I believe it's an exact replica of the Hermitcraft mayoral thing from, like, Season 7, I think? Anyways, the way we're doing this is that basically, all the people who are running, all the candidates, have to vote for everyone else, including themselves. So, let's do that.
You have the sand.
Yeah. Alright. Cast that vote, and there we go. Oh, I was so confused. I'm like, did it duplicate the sand? But nope, you just placed it.
You need the sand.
Alright, here we go. And there we go. Everyone has one vote for them. That's not the actual status. Now everyone has 2 votes. That's not the actual status of the election, but so far, we're the only ones who have used these poll machines in the server. It's all on Discord. So hopefully, I can convince people to actually use the machines. But anyway, yeah, we cast our votes, and we'll just have to see how the election plays out. So the election was about a day from ending, and things weren't looking too good for me. So I did what any reasonable person would do, and try to sabotage my fellow candidates. And what better way to do that than saying that one of them is committing bribery. So I was editing, and I noticed something interesting.
Wait, I'll also support every local business at least once a week. I'll also support every local business at least once a week. I'll also support every local business at least once a week.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just couldn't resist making that. It was just too funny and too fun to make. In the end though, it didn't make a difference, because Rex still won the election, but unfortunately the server took a darker turn. As you can see, the server was destroyed. We found the person who did it and banned them, but unfortunately, there was no way to have any backups on the Hypixel SMP, which was a big problem for us. Like, I already knew that there should be backups, but now it actually put that into work, you know? If we would have had backups on Hypixel SMP, we maybe could have stayed on it, but because we could not, unfortunately, we had to completely abandon that server. So, what we did eventually do is create an actual server. So yeah, I created my first server. Like, I'm not hosting it, I'm using a server hosting site, but I still did configure it and all that stuff. So that is going to be the true Ghost SMP.